ICC Champions Trophy, Pakistan, led by Hashmatullah Shahid in Lahore. Afghanistan had a washout yesterday. Hopefully the crowd will build the 2023 World Cup in. Can they put it all? Away from the business of the ice half-century. They'll need Bryden Cass, who is Just Butler will be
not good enough with the bat from this Afghanistan side. Gerber
there, but it's not just about it. Will still slide onto the bat nice because this outfield will give you
in for error is small. There is that deep third into play. Afghanistan are off the mark. And back of a length, then straight.
Yeah, we saw that in the last game. Joffre against the right-hander, both actually, obviously, same.
Good running, Simon Dull wanted a rotation of strike. Lovely, lovely movement and nice length to go with it.
And that's the difference between Archer, who's had to change his action, and the seam position going to fine leg. If you watch the replay of Wood.
Bowling an outswinger was
Wanderers.
Flick leg side. It's Rashid down there. He does well. Saves the boundary. He's back for two. So once you know, Matthew Hoggard being one of them, you go.
Beautiful. That's it. And I think nothing really needs to change that much from that length if you can be around there again.
Yeah, Root just signalling to his skipper as if he didn't know. There's a little bit of good movement there.
That's it. That's it right there. Good discipline and does walk it in. He does. Knocked him over, inside edge. Archer strikes early. Exactly what England wanted.
And exactly the player they wanted. A good scout for.
Nice touch. First boundary of the innings for Sadiq, and he's a nice upright player.
Yeah, and the difficulty of a left-hand, right-hand combination. Butler on the attack, he's put two slips in a gap.
Jane Bond.
Full, very full. Finger goes up. Joel Wilson said. Catching opportunity, no, eludes Archer. Genuine pace, all the way for six.
Archer put one down, a crucial catch the other day. He couldn't get to this one. It went quickly, the pace of Wood.
Hit that really hard, and that's another boundary. Boy, he flashed really quickly at that, Ibrahim.
He's a guy that likes to say leg side, so any width he punishes, that is very much his strength. England moved the field, they took that slip out of place and put a short catch.
Back-to-back boundaries, that is just as good as the previous one. In fact, it may even be better. Finally, some momentum here for Afghanistan.
Well, this is a terrific shot. Previous,
which is interesting.
Yeah, it may reflect a little bit that England feel that their original selection.
They just got a problem here, though. They could lose their third because Adil Rashid gets underneath a pretty simple catch in the end. And the problems continue for the side that wanted to bat first.
Pretty well. So Butch will be...
The gully. Well, he's got some pace. It's not quite Mark Wood.
Lean into them. Hit those type of balls away for four. They're just more familiar with that kind of bowling. That
front of the hand, which is a little bit quicker and has been guided beautifully down towards third man, where Salt will just cut it off. So using the pace of Rashid nicely. thrown up there from Overton, encouraging the drive, and the drive he does, lovely from Hashmat. Nothing Archer can do down at the wide third man. A much-needed boundary. It's been a while coming.
First boundary in 45 balls for Afghanistan. Any bounce that this wicket has, he will.
Nicely run, nicely judged. When you do bowl your variations, how important? Drags it a long way from outside leg stump. He will be able to come back for a couple. Good. There we go. That's a beautiful strike down the ground, all the way, a clean hit, maximum.
Lovely use of the feet. Gets to
down there ducking for cover. That's good batting. Well, they're taking the early 6 and quite content now to just knock it. Boundary count though is low, just a couple in the last 11 overs.
Quickly.
In the air for a while to root. .50 partnership. It is, but he doesn't land it, and that's a lovely, delicate paddle sweep.
Not at a crawling pace, but become the central force in the batting effort, as both him and Gurbaz.
Well, toss, he belts it to long on, and he goes to a half-century. Ibrahim Sadran is 8.
Better, that's an illustration of a change in attitude.
Dragged over mid-on. He didn't get all of it, but he got over mid-on, which was absolutely the key.
Kind of detect a change in attitude.
Oh, lovely check drive straight back over Overton's head. A classic case of not over-hitting. Trust the surface, trust your talent.
When you think of Ibrahim Zadran, it's the straight lines in which he plays that is always particularly pleased.
Gives himself room, and up and over mid-off. That is a beautiful strike. Expecting it short, and just threw his hands at it.
Well, Bish, you talked about this, mid-off, mid-on, up inside the circle.
Whereas Fuller clips it, times it beautifully. What a lovely shot. Power off the first, timing and elegance off the second.
They have changed gear here. Afghanistan, they can do it. They are dangerous. We've seen it.
It's a case of where you just don't want to be too predictable. It's not easy on a flat pitch, and you're in a power play here. The
15 overs.
Pulled leg side to the other side of the sweeper. Livingston does well, stops the bounce. Up and over, wide of long off, couple of bounces, another boundary. 100 partnership comes up. It was only a few overs ago we were celebrating the 5th.
Change of mindset, change of stroke play. It's got Afghanistan. Go out, full, straight. Rashid brought back into the attack to do exactly that.
He is the go-to man, Adam. And that's effectively gone out of the ground.
So Archer is about to complete his 8th.
Turns it into the onside. It's a quick one, but it's safe enough for Ibrahim Zadran. A century against England. Straight, and plenty of it as well.
So Asma jumping into the party now. We've just seen a wonderful 100.
Just over the top of cover and away for 4 more.
talk about talent. And just remember, that guy is the ICC ODI Player of the Year for 2024.
And it's gone up and up and up and away. What about back-to-back boundaries off the first two, Dale Steyn?
That's the way to set the tone now, the 200 up for Afghanistan. He said not just the first ball.
About there. About there. Thank you.
Steam.
Best. Wow. Speaking of the best, we've seen many better than that today. What a glorious cover drive that is. Eat your heart out, Fira.
And again.
Down towards, long on, and taken. Tom Banton, good hands on the field. That is just slightly misstruck from Azmatullah. And a very good partnership broken. Glove? No. Overton keen. Smith not. It's a fine, should just be the one. Well, seeing as how Ian Bishop asked. Left away, in the air, backward a point. That is a powerful shot from Nabi.
In addition to so much.
Oh, that's a terrific shot down the ground. He gave himself room. It was right in the slot from Mark Wood, but gave himself room and then pumped it down the ground.
One of the things John Wayne hated the most, getting hit over his head for six. Straight. Oh, that would have been tight.
Well, in the previous over, Duckett threw one that he didn't have to. On this occasion,
comes in and goes the distance. That is a beautiful strike over mid-on.
And same as the Australia game, when Archer went to his cutters, they disappeared.
Still have some batting power, and that's another boundary. Archer has not come back that well here. He is under pressure, and so is now Butler, who has to go and talk to his bowler.
Well, he didn't come back well against Australia. His last 5 overs. Slower, cut just behind square, and 4 more. Terrific timing, the 250 up for Afghanistan.
Well, we've had the power down the ground with the 6, and now we've just had 2 classical touch shots behind square.
Gets it just behind square again, and for 4 more. Shaw pulled away. Oh, just over. It's Phil Salt out there at deep mid-wicket, and that was just over his head for a 6. The strength of Nabi.
There's your answer, Nasser.
Yeah. Did his ankle from memory? He's had ankle problems. Swings it away leg side. Punishment here for Root. Punishment for England. Afghanistan flying.
Very, very smart cricket.
Swung it away leg side again. Phil Salt through his hands. England falling apart here in Lahore.
This is incredible. Those 3 players are passengers on the offside.
Does get it outside off stump, and another misfield. It's Duckett this time. It's been an unbelievable last 10 or 15 minutes this for England. Misfields, injuries, boundaries absolutely flowing.
Yeah, they have looked so ragged.
Low full toss, this is terrific batting. Eyeing up earlier in the over the leg side. Root goes back over the wicket, floats one up outside the off stump. Slower ball. Oh, it's a beautiful shot. Over long on. What an innings this young man is playing. Right in the slot this time. The Yorker has given away to something in the slot. That strike rate that you saw on the pitch map a moment ago was 300 when the ball was invitingly placed. It was invitingly placed there by Overton and disappeared. Sweeps it away. Archer takes a good catch. He dropped a key catch against Australia, but he had his eyes on the prize there and pouched it safely.
Yeah, he took a good...
Trouble here, I think, for Nabi. Not going to go far enough, and Joe Root just settles himself. He just looked down momentarily to make sure he was in no danger of treading on. They've held it together a little better at the end, and that is a very good last over from Liam Livingstone.
Hand side is the key there. They're valuable in partnership with Ibrahim. Afghanistan started to make this shortly to analyse. Team in blue will have their huddle here. And just like England, they must win this to stay alive in this Champions Trophy. They have a habit of upsetting big guns, and they've got enough runs on the board.
Context, the tournament is on the line here. Joss Butler is on the line. England are playing poor one-day cricket. They've lost 5 ODIs on the bounce. You wouldn't say, with the exception of Ben Duckett, that any of their batsmen are in absolute away.
Again, that's a better shot for mine, because it wasn't a half volley by any stretch. Another illustration of the quality of the pitch. Oh, straight through. He's done for Salt, who hit across the line. And the perfect start for Afghanistan has brought them to their feet here. And that is why, because they have got true class.
A bit of relief here for Jamie Smith, because for the first 4 balls he'd actually played a couple of lovely shots through the offside, timed the ball.
Don't bowl that line. That is a line that finds it very hard to protect. A beautiful piece of timing. Straight into him, and what? He's got him first ball. Can you believe it? The old man strikes, and the youngster disappears, and Afghanistan. Lovely shot. He just sat on that, Joe Root. There's an element of class about that. And unlike Jamie Smith, he finds a gap straight away. Oh, boy. That was all but a double strike for Nabi. Duckett looking to invent.
Flipped away leg side. He's hit a gorgeous shot through the offside. Equally good now through the leg side. It's a little bit of width, and Duckett is leaning into that and smashing it through wide off. Delicate from Root. Midfield is still pretty quick. That's a class.
The offside. That is a classic shot. That is a shot of a man in great touch.
Yeah, this is just beautiful.
Oh, chips, and he's chipped it straight over the bowler's head, and it's fallen short. Little bit of luck for Ben Duckett. I don't know if he threw the shot too early. It may have stopped in the surface.
Well, it was slower. It was down to 120.
Oh, chips, and he's chipped it straight over the bowler's head, and it's fallen short. Little bit of luck for Ben Duckett. I don't know if he threw the shot too early. It may have stopped in the surface.
Well, it was slower. It was down to 120.
Root again, reverse sweeps, and he just moved that man a little finer. That's brilliant batting from Joe Root, completely aware of the situation and where the fielders were. 68. Duckett had to get quickly into position for that, because that zipped on. He did, and he's played a beautiful shot. Rashid Khan can hardly believe it. That's a high quality shot from Duckett.
Yeah, great players of spin, pick up, length.
Ooh, leading edge. Oh, it's down. Can see the frustration not only in the supporters but the players of Afghanistan out there throwing their hats. We were mentioning fielding just a few moments ago. Dale was saying it. That's just keeping the runs down. That.
Oh, that one's close. As he hit it, has a little inside edge on it, because I think that's fine, and fine enough to race away for 4 more for Brook. little caressed beautifully. Harry Brook. Boundary to finish, 10 from it, 120 for 3. Paul. Way. Will it be South Africa who look like they're good? Wow, will it be Afghanistan? They picked one up, and it's Harry Brook taking all the pace out of it. Nabi, been brilliant.
Pressure builds on both sides. Oh, now it's close. It's close. Joel says not out. Also just shaking his head there. Now, what about that one? They go up again. The on-field umpire says not out.
And there it is, right there. England's first 6 of the...
Isn't it the way? England went a long time without a boundary. You get one, and another one comes quick.
That's when you know he's really... Butler goes big leg side. Maybe that first 6 has got him going. Into the crowd. Might have to bowl that one again. The 2 bowlers alongside me groan. Handle. Oh, this will be tight, direct hit. Butler's quick, he needed to be. High in the air, is this the breakthrough? Can he hold the catch? He can. It's Butler. Afghanistan supporters go wild.
Number 7, England. It's a genuine edge, and it has flown away down. Brilliantly done. Joe Root moves to 90. 228 for his team. Ideally love to get to 3 figures now and steer England home. That's well played. That's steered just behind square by Livingston, who moves to double figures. Edged and gone, and it's Gulbadine with strength and purpose for Afghanistan. Very important wicket of Liam Livingstone. Jamie Overton, who master of finding the gaps, is Joe Root. What a wonderful player. Height. I think Overton was just home. Go through. Lovely. Short ball, just helped away leg side. Bit of pace on it this time from Faruqi, who's back into the attack. Short again, and pulled again by Overton, more firmly this time and in front of square for the same result.
Strength is Yorkers, isn't it?
Spot. Root goes over the top of the keeper for 6. Boy, is that the shot that wins the game. That is an unbelievable body blow to Afghanistan. That's why they set the field back there, and Rashid Khan's done it. Oh, absolutely magnificent from Joe Root. This has just been a masterclass, a masterful display. Edge, gone! How big a moment in the game is that? That is an incredible blow.
287.
Strongly against Australia the other